Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We have a spicy fight on the server tonight as Arctic Ace Esports takes on Team Take Flyte. Take Flyte is composed of Waddle, Grizz, Bird, Penguin, and Zans. This team has survived 2 overtime scares in the beginning of the season, with their most recent win and first win in regulation against Team Red Wolves. Their last match saw Grizz drop 31 frags against the Louisville-based team, and he'll be the one that Arctic Ace will need to shut down to keep them from taking flight. C. Mitch and company are coming off a clean victory against Team Redux, as the two teams battled neck and neck on DE Vertigo until the momentum started to swing in the way of Arctic Ace. Expectations from Ozra were high. However, the Opera did not put up the results viewers seemed to predict after his performance against Team Eternal on DE Inferno. However, that did not stop Mick and Coolcoms from dropping 20-plus frags each to help secure the team win. Arctic Ace Esports and Team Take Flyte will be a spicy match, and we're here for it. So I'm Alex, and I'm joined by my co-caster, Chili Chew. Chili, what are your thoughts on tonight's match?
Well, I'm real excited for tonight's match, Alex. I mean, taking a look at Take Flyte, they actually placed first in the most recent Fragadelphia in Philly, and that is exciting to see. To see these kinds of players coming up against Arctic Ace, I just want to see how both of these teams perform in a match against each other.
It's definitely going to be a great match. And like you said, they won Fragadelphia. And for winning Fragadelphia, if Arctic Ace theoretically wins against this team, I mean, that's just throwing on a good little face on for Arctic Ace Esports to see how the performance is when they attend Fragadelphia in a couple weeks.
Yeah, it's going to be quite the match to see anyway, and I want to see them. I do want to see the Ace players outperform Take Flyte. I know we casters aren't supposed to be biased, but, I mean, just thinking about it, it would be a really good victory and a really good place for Arctic Ace to be in. Both of these teams, I believe, are equal in their score for the league thus far. I believe both have 2 wins and 1 loss coming into this match. Although, you can correct me if I'm wrong.
No, they are both 2-1.
They are both 2-1. Yeah, and Take Flyte has been in the advanced rankings, in the advanced standing since season 40 of the ESEA Advanced League. And I mean, last season they dropped an even 7 wins, 7 losses. So it's going to be interesting to see how the scoreboards change here.
Most definitely. I'm probably going to go ahead and repeat that intro
Yeah.
as more people pop in.
Go for it. I mean, it was a very nice intro.
Chat, would you like to hear it again if you missed it? Because if you missed it, I will definitely do it again.
Say yes. I want to hear him do it again.
Sheriff in the chat. We got JK. What's going on? Should be a great match, though. Take Flyte.
Yeah, I can't wait. We're just waiting on one of the players to ready up, and then we'll be getting into it here.
Definitely. Well, I'll go ahead and do the intro one more time while we have time.
Go for it.
All right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We have a spicy fight on the server tonight as Arctic Ace Esports takes on Team Take Flyte. Take Flyte is composed of Waddle, Grizz, Bird, Penguin, and Zans. This team has survived 2 overtime scares in the beginning of the season, with their most recent win and first win in regulation against Team Red Wolves. Their last match saw Grizz drop 31 frags against the Louisville-based team, and he'll be the one that Arctic Ace will need to shut down to keep them taking the fight. C. Mitch and company are coming off a clean victory against Team Redux as the two teams battled neck and neck on DE Vertigo until the momentum started to swing in the way of Arctic Ace. Expectations from Ozra were high. However, the Opera did not put up the results viewers seemed to predict after his performance against Team Eternal on DE Inferno. However, that did not stop Mick and Coolcoms from dropping 20-plus frags each to help secure the team win. Arctic Ace Esports versus Team Take Flyte will be a spicy match, and we're here for it. They just completed their knife match, and I think we're off to the action.
We are indeed off to the action. I just wanted to get that knife match in there while you were giving your little intro. I thought it would add a little bit of visual flair to what we were going to be seeing. Yeah, we always love the flair. All right, Matt, round 1 beginning of this good match that we have ahead of us. And it looks like Arctic Ace did win the knife round, and they are going to be choosing CT side to start off. An interesting choice from Ace. I don't think they usually choose to be on CT side right off the bat.
First time for everything.
There definitely is, and we'll see how it plays out. If that choice was worth it. And C-Mitch right off the bat, getting a nice headshot onto Bird, but Penguin is quick to trade it out. Returning fire onto Ozzer and getting him with a nice headshot, and it's Mitch to go down. Cool comms as well. Budfly tries to equalize it, but Waddle and Grizz are just too much as the last two ace players go down, and Take Flyte takes the pistol round.
Yeah, that was an excellent move from Take Flyte. They essentially did a B split and then feinted, and actually after he got the frag, he fell back off. That caused two Arctic Ace players to kind of go ahead and get a little of attention towards mid, and they're not able to put their full front towards the B side retake. Sorry. But as we move on to the second round, Take Flyte, they do get the pistol. Flash comes in from Waddle. Should allow for a nice... Yeah, he does flash himself, right? But it's enough to go ahead and have C-Mitch and Ozzer fall back. Grizz moving up the ladder, taking out Budfly. 4 pistols still left on Arctic Ace. Couple smokes and a molly. C-Mitch just trying to hold that angle as Take Flyte get ready to push in. I think they sense that someone is over there. But here comes the 5-7. Does take Bird down. Grizz trading out for C-Mitch. But the AK-47, just a little bit too powerful. 4v1 situation. Cool comms, armed with only the 5-7 with armor. He's trying to go ahead and sneak the back way. I think the most he's going to be able to do is try to play for an exit frag and hopefully take some of these guns away from Take Flyte.
And I mean, that's the best he can hope to do in this kind of a situation. I mean, 2 AKs and 1 Galil versus his little pistol. I mean, there's really not much he can do, but I think he is just going to wait for those exit frags and try and work something out here.
They're moving in his direction. I don't know. We'll see what happens here. Slowly but surely, Cool Khan's about to turn that corner. He does take down 1 AK, but they might be able to switch that out. He's trying to push it away, but they do recover the AK-47. 3 rifles are being held on by Take Flyte as they achieve a second round victory here.
Yeah, round 2 going to Take Flyte, but I mean, getting into it, that AK, like, it is just way more powerful than a pistol. You go into it, I mean, I think Ace, that's pretty much what Ace was expecting. They were expecting to lose that round. Let's see if they can bring it back here. Round 3, still with the pistols. There's not much they can do about that. Their economy is still getting built up. Penguin, though, taking some damage from that frag grenade right off rip.
That was well timed.
Yeah, it's not what you want to have happen to you. Down to 74 HP. That's not a terrible position to be in, but it's still not the greatest. He gets the bomb, and he's just going to slowly bring it towards ramp, going towards the A site. And it does look like Arctic Ace has completely abandoned A site. They're just going to let Take Flyte push on and try and maybe pull some retake moves out here. It's also going to waste...
moves.
Yeah, I mean, it is also going to waste a lot of the utility from Take Flyte because they're just going to use it. Molotov, put the smokes out, pop your flashes, but there's nobody there for that to affect because nobody was holding the site.
Well, the nice thing about that is it only took them about 3 grenades all together in order to do that. I think it was 1 flashbang grenade with a combination of a smoke and a molly. So, I mean, they still have plenty of utility left, actually. But Cool Com's taking off the head of Penguin. Man, someone call PETA because he's hunting birds that are probably endangered right now. Cool Com trying to do some work with the Deagle. 50 caliber bullet. Unable to stop anything else. Budfly with just a 250. Let's see if he can go ahead and take some birds down, but not gonna happen. Take Flyte getting the 3rd round on the board. Arctic Ace coming in with the gun round.
Yeah, we're gonna get our first full-on gun round here on Vertigo versus Take Flyte. And we're just gonna have to see how it turns out. Ozzer getting the op, and we love to see an op in the hands of Ozzer, and it looks like Waddle is gonna be the opper for Take Flyte as they come head-to-head here on round 4.
Now, personally, I'm hoping we see a little bit more of an improved performance from Ozzer because the last match they played on Vertigo, he did not perform as well as he did on a map like Inferno. Grizz catching Budfly with the AK-47, however, in mid as he goes up the ladder. Not a really good start in the round for Arctic Ace.
No, and I mean, Grizz is taken down to 30 HP. He's quite low. Cool Comms, though, he's equalizing it. Zan's down for the count. It's traded up. Let's see, it's looking like bomb is going towards B. How are the players going to deal with this? It looks like most of the Arctic Ace squad is stacked over on the A site, but the rotate is going out. The rotate's happening as the utility is placed. Seamich to put a flash out. He's playing far back inside of his smoke. He spots Grizz, takes him out. Spots Bird, but he's just not fast enough. Clearly this Bird is a Peregrine Falcon because he is the fastest thing alive at the moment.
That's an excellent bird reference.
I like me a few birds. And just like that, it's down to a 3v2 situation. Both Ozzer and Coolcom's down at low health. It might not be worth it to try and push this, and it looks like I'm correct here. They're just going to back off, save their weapons. Coolcom's dropping his for the purpose of stealing an AK. Good stuff. As round 4 goes to Take Flyte.
As it is, the economy on the Arctic Ace side is not going to be anything healthy. They're only going to get a $3,400 bonus. Not really enough for a full buy. 2 guns on Arctic Ace that they're going to be able to keep forward, but I don't know. We'll see if they force into this. It'll be interesting if they do.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be the play, though. It looks like Mick, Budfly, and Seamich are all keeping their USPs. No, there it is. Seamich forcing into it. He's getting an M4A1S. Budfly going for the FAMAS. What's Mick going to do? It looks like he's going to go full utility. No, he gets an M4 as well. And it's going to be a full gun round. Force bot. If Ace loses this, though, their economy is down the drain. The smoke goes out onto ramp, and we'll see if Mick can get that shot, and he is able to. Zan's down for the count. But Grizz, yeah, Grizz is able to get the drop onto Budfly. Ozzer playing just a little bit too close on that angle, though. And Penguin is able to trade it up. It's a 3v3 situation. Equal players.
Definitely. I mean, for a Penguin, he waddled into that trade so quickly. He had some happy feet.
He did. And that's the situation. They knew, once they knew Ozzer was pushed that close up, I mean, that's all they had to do, though. Be a little bit fast with it, overwhelm him. He has an op. He's not able to shoot those shots terribly quick. And it's looking like the push is coming over towards A, which is not going to be good for the Arctic Ace side. They still have 2 players playing on B. They're expecting a B push, it seems like.
Right, and they're not getting any sort of read. Seamich is trying to go ahead and get some of that territory back. He's not seeing anything. And that's going to be the grenade queue. The Molly's going to go ahead and clear sandbags. Another Molly down for the heaven position. And Coolcoms is all by himself. This is going to have to be a 3v3 retake. Take Flyte, though. A little behind because of the Molly that was placed there. See if they can pull it off. Arctic Ace. 3 rifles. They do have 2 Mollies. They do have a smoke grenade. They place the grenades in the right position. They might be able to pull it off and get around on the board.
It's entirely possible. Here we go. The execute's coming out. Coolcom's putting out flashes. He peeks around the corner. And is he going to be able to see anyone? He's able to see Bird. That's 1 down. The defuse starts to happen as Penguin sprays through the smoke. He takes out Mick. I believe that was the defuser. And Seamich still stuck trying to defuse that bomb. Very unfortunate. 5 rounds to Take Flyte, and there's the match paused. I think that's Ace discussing the best options going forward, as we're going to take a little moment here and switch over to our pre-game screen as I fix a few issues that I see.
Imagine having a few issues.
I know.
Yeah, very unfortunate round for Arctic Ace. I honestly thought they had that in the bag after the first frag. He had such a great position up top overwatching, and they got stuck behind cover, and as soon as he re-peaked, it was just dunzo for him. Take Flyte, they just have such fast shooters.
No, they really do, and it looks like it's going to be a lot of deagles and a scout going forward here for Arctic Ace. Take Flyte, I mean, they have been having no issues. Their economy's looking great. They've got 5 AKs. They don't even need the op right now. So the flashbang goes out, and Mick, he's getting ready for this push ramp, but it's not going to come. The players are playing towards mid and B. It's going to be Budfly to probably meet up with Grizz once again as Waddle gets ready to put that Molotov execute out. So far, it's a slow match. Arctic Ace, cool comms. He peeked a little bit too far down into ramp here. Trying to clear that out, and he goes down. It's a 4v3. Nick, never mind. Make that a 3v3 situation. Mick able to take out Zans, get his gun, and secure a weapon here on Vertigo. Penguin and the rest of the Take Flyte squad still playing down towards ramp. As Arctic Ace once again has a player, 2 players watching mid, and just 1 solo Nick on A site playing in sandbags here. And if an execute comes out and sandbags gets cleared out, that's going to be Mick out of the game.
Throwing his molly in the wrong direction, and now he's just keeping an eye for Mick to make the peak. Oh my goodness, the timing might be in his favor, but it's not a 180 kill from Waddle on the Mick. Oh, unfortunate timing right there. Could have gone any worse, unfortunately. Paws are getting sprayed through the smoke. Penguin just going absolutely off right now. And now you have C-Mitch with the scout. 1v3 situation, dire straits right now. I don't think there's anything that C-Mitch is going to be able to do here.
No, I mean, it was just really good plays from Take Flyte. I mean, Waddle, he almost got really unlucky not clearing out sandbag, but he knew, he suspected there was someone there, and I think that's why that 180 kill came out so quickly. He was not completely unaware of the possibility that a player was hiding behind sandbags, and it's just, I mean, Mick just wasn't able to land that shot and take him out. I feel like the round may have gone completely differently there had Waddle been just a little less aware of what was happening. But Take Flyte up 6 rounds, going into round 7 here. Let's see if Arctic Ace is going to be able to get their foot in the door, or if they are going to potentially lose another one. They do have full weapons. Mick down for the count. Zans to take him out on ramp. As Bird slowly pushes in around behind, he's going to meet up with Budfly here in the underpass, and it's Budfly able to take him out. Grizz, though, trading cool comms. And Penguin's going to take the peek on Ozzer, able to score the headshot. Ozzer looking in a completely different direction with his AWP, and just like that, it's a 4v1 situation. Once again, it all comes down to C-Mitch. And the question really is, what is C-Mitch going to be able to do here? Playing with an M4A1S, it might be better just to save, but he doesn't. Zans to take him out and secure a 7th round for Take Flyte. Now, Take Flyte is just performing so well tonight.
They really are. I mean, they're all pretty much on the same page, and they keep landing their shots. They have some fairly creative smokes. There's just some very aggressive peaks coming from Arctic Ace as well. Budfly definitely did kind of spread out a little too early, in my opinion. I understand he's just trying to go ahead and, you know, get information, but Peeker's advantage is not a thing right now.
And there it is, C-Mitch, he got flashbanged and instinctively retreated from the site, but it wasn't the move to make. It put him right in the crosshairs of the Take Flyte team, and already it's down to a 5v2 situation. It's Ozzer and Coolcoms, both with pistols. The 5-7 is able to take out Penguin, but there's not much else Ozzer can do with it. He was already down to low HP, and it's Coolcoms to peek around the corner and get head tapped by Zans, securing Take Flyte, an 8th round as we go into round 9.
Zero and 8. Arctic Ace definitely needs to do something to get on the board here.
Yeah, it all comes down to that adaptability factor we were talking about in the previous matches. I mean, they need to adapt their strategies here and figure out something that works. And there it is. There's a match pause. I think they are taking the time to discuss and figure out what they need to do. Some utility getting traded back and forth. I mean, Take Flyte.
Well, you've been with the organization, have been casting these matches for a while. I mean, has Arctic Ace ever had a start as bad as this one?
I think they may have once in Season 41. I can't remember versus what team, but yeah, they've definitely had 1 or 2 really bad starts, but they've come back from one of them before as well. I remember there was a match they were playing in Season 41 where it started off and it just seemed completely hopeless, and then they had the comeback of the century. It may not have been a league match, though. It might have been a scrim. But either way, we're going to get into round 9 here. Very rough start for Arctic Ace. Let's see, once again, if they can get their foot in the door here. And it looks like that Molly is going to do quite a bit of damage. No, it only does about 6 damage onto Budfly.
Look at this, 3 Arctic Ace members towards the Ace site with a Ozzer actually kind of just patrolling mid. And that's where a lot of the Take Flyte members are right now. They have a bunch mid, and now they're smoked off. It's going to be a split, a wraparound on B. C-Mitch gets taken down. He is blinded. And Budfly going to get peeked out of the smoke. Zan's just there to go ahead and expecting it all. Take Flyte just has all the answers right now. They're leaving Arctic Ace. Sadly, they're stunned right now.
Yeah, no, they're not quite sure what to do with themselves, and it all comes down to cool comms in a 1v3 situation. I mean, it's not entirely unwinnable, but I think the better decision, once again, is just to save that weapon. But it doesn't look like Take Flyte's going to let him. They're pushing onto that A site real quick. They want to make sure he doesn't bring that weapon into the next round here, and he's going to spot Bird. Bird has been hunted. Another Bird coming up on him, though. It's Penguin. To peek around the corner, is Cool Comms able to take him out? He is. And the final player coming down by the bottom of ramp. He might get the drop on Cool Comms here. But he doesn't, and that's going to be an AK taken by Cool Comms into round 10 as Take Flyte secures one more victory.
9 rounds unanswered.
Yeah, 9 rounds unanswered. This is truly not the place Arctic Ace expected themselves to be in coming into this, I believe. I mean, they said they were pretty confident about their next match when we spoke to them last week.
You're right.
And, I mean, confidence is key, but confidence isn't everything here. And clearly Take Flyte, at the moment, they're just proving themselves to be the better players.
Right. It's like you can be, have all this confidence in the world that, you can go ahead and talk to a girl or a guy or whatever and, ask them out in the day, but they might reject it.
Yeah, and, seems like Take Flyte is rejecting all of Arctic Ace's advances when they try to take this win.
This is true.
There it is, Mick to go down. Zanz, he has 2 frags already, I believe. Ozzer, he's going to peek around the corner. He's able to take Zanz out. But, I mean, it's looking pretty hopeless right now for... Oh, Ozzer getting Grizz down on scaffolding. As the rest of the Take Flyte team start their push, Ozzer, don't peek with your back turned. That's never a good idea. As he tries to take those shots, Bird and Waddle, I mean, they are a tag team duo right now. They are taking Ozzer out, and it's a 3v2 situation. C-Mitch and Cool Comms, the last Arctic Ace players remaining, but no, it just comes down to Cool Comms once again. He is always the last man standing. And I mean, yeah.
They have a free avenue over to B. I mean, that was the complete read.
Yeah. No, they're on their way to B. There's little hope for Cool Comms here, but he's still going to try and push it anyway. I believe that is the play he's making, and there it is. Bird to peek around the corner, strafing headshot onto Cool Comms before he can even really get out of his little corner.
I would hate to be put in a corner. No, nobody puts baby in corner.
Oh no. Alright, looking at it, Arctic Ace fully buying out once again. I mean, their economy, though, is just in the dumps. And Take Flyte, I mean, they only have 1 player below $10,000. 10,000 money points.
Money points are always good.
Yeah, very unlucky shots there from, believe that was Nick, yeah. If he would have just been a little bit more to the right, he would have had Zanz taken out, but no. He wasn't, and Zanz is able to score 2 frags right off the rip as the execute starts to happen for A site, but they might just bring it over to B. No, Bomb is going to be pushing up. They are going to be executing on A fully. Lots of utility coming out. Ozzer, he's unfortunately caught with his pants down as he tries to peek out. He gets Grizz! But he's just a little bit too close to get another shot off. Budfly taking Zanz out. It's Penguin and Waddle. He has his scopes on Budfly. He's able to take the shot, and he's able to land the kill. And it's down to C-Mitch for once. Not Cool Comms being the last man standing, but C-Mitch peeks out, and Waddle is just so much faster with that AWP. I mean, very good stuff from Take Flyte. 11 rounds on the board, uncontested so far in the first half.
Yeah, Take Flyte is just putting up a phenomenal performance right now.
No, they really are. I mean,
fortunate.
Looking at the difference in the scoreboard as well, I mean, Mick and Budfly, they're down at 3 kills still. And we're on round 12. I mean, Take Flyte is just proving to be an unstoppable force here. But Cool Comms is able to stop a little bit of that force. It's this 3v3 situation. Things are equalized. If this is the time they're going to win a round, it's going to be now. It has to be now. And Cool Comms able to get a fourth one. Yeah. A fourth one while blind. Bird down to 3 HP. I mean, this is essentially a 2-on-1 situation. If someone's just able to, I mean, throw a stone at Bird, but they're not going to be able to. Waddle taking Ozzer down, and Bird's going to continue to fake that plant, trying to get Mick to come out of hiding. And there it is. The plant has been executed. It's a post-plant situation. Mick versus Bird and Waddle. And I mean, Waddle does have the AWP. It's going to be one shot, one kill, and there it is. Mick taken out.
I thought that was going to be the one.
I did too for a quick second, but when Waddle took out, I think it was Seemich, or no, it was Cebaloni, it was Cool Comms. When he took Cool Comms out, I mean, I just had a gut feeling, you know.
Yeah, Cool Comms had a hell of a round. From what it seemed, he sprayed down 2 players in a very quick fashion. Got the third one blind. Unfortunately, the spray chance wasn't there. Budfly getting caught out. They Take Flyte. They're just so quick. They don't set up any sort of utility generally on the mid push, and they're able to just go ahead and dry peek.
No, yeah, they've been going in dry, and I mean, Budfly just has not been able to take it. That was an innuendo, but it was not supposed to be. Zan's taking Mick out.
Well, I mean, sometimes it'd be like that, and it's pretty rough. Take Flyte just going in dry. Sure, Arctic Ace would have liked a little bit of loot for this one, but not happening.
Cool Comms has been putting out quite a few frags here. It's just unfortunate they're not really able to get any momentum. All those frags are happening towards the end of the round, and unfortunate he walks straight into Bird.
Wow, and insult to injury right there. Bird with just the BM.
I mean, at this point, though, Arctic Ace is deserving that BM. 13 rounds uncontested. They have to make something happen. This doesn't look good for them. I mean, Take Flyte. I mean, they have Bird and they have Penguin, but right now they're acting like seagulls and they're just dropping poopies from above. And shitting on Arctic Ace right now. It's unfortunate to say, but it is happening.
Not the poopies.
Well, the poopies indeed.
Come on, Arctic Ace. We need you to go ahead and get around on the board. Flash goes in. Penguin. And the other birds. Oh no, Mick whiffing the shot onto Zenz. I think he had the jump on him too. Just happened to miss the headshot. Nerves are definitely setting in. Arctic Ace, 0 rounds so far. 13 to Take Flyte. Remember, this is the team that won Fragadelphia.
And they definitely deserve to win it. I mean, their shots are just always on point. They are doing so well right now.
Four pistols, 1 flash, and Budfly. Honestly, I'm completely for the 5.7. Like, utilizing the 5.7 over the Deagle, I'm totally for that.
Oh, the 5.7 is a good weapon.
Oh, it's great. And the thing is, like, they nerfed the hell out of the Deagle.
Seemich doesn't matter. For Seemich, it doesn't matter. He says, give me those nerfs. I don't care. 1v4. I'm going to try and take them all on. And unfortunately, he's just not able to make it happen. Grizz finishing it off. 14 rounds. I mean, we're going into round 15 here. Is Arctic Ace even going to be able to get one victory before? Oh, and look at that. All the AKs just being spawned out of Waddle here. He's just
Just going all out. He's just balling out with his money.
Yeah, throwing that money anywhere he wants to.
Waldo had $15,000 saved. Penguin still has 12,000. Bird has 10,000. The economy was never an issue for Take Flyte. The terrorists have been prevailing, and they have all the money in the world. It's like they inherited Bin Laden's funds.
And Budfly,
And now Budfly is.
I don't know what that was about.
Teammate. I mean, I can only deduct that there's probably some unfriendly comms occurring right now.
That's all I can think is happening, because that was kind of not a nice move from Budfly there, just chucking the grenade right at Seamich.
0 rounds on the board. Cool comms. Is he gonna be able? He's on the flank. That's 1. That's 2. Can't get a 3rd, but cool comms, as he's been doing all game, he's been doing some work. Budfly able to go ahead and take down Bird. It's a 4v2 situation. Flash comes in from Mick for the peak assist, and I don't think they're aware that Take Flyte does not have bomb control, but it's Penguin and Waddle. These two have been doing some work. Waddle not on the more on the bottom spectrum of the fragging duties, but still a very integral part of their team when it comes to supporting. He has 15 enemies flashed. He has 81 utility damage. If you're gonna want anyone with Penguin right now, it's Waddle. You want Waddle to be that support person, and Waddle's actually gonna go ahead and get a frag. And now it's a 3v2 situation. Take Flyte secure 15 rounds. Are they gonna go for the perfect game here? A missed flash from Ozzer could prove fatal for this. They do have bomb control. They're gonna have to go ahead and commit. The bomb bouncing off. That's 1 frag from Ozzer. Can he get the second one? That's finally a round from Arctic Ace to end the half.
Right on the halftime. Now, I wish I could have seen some more round wins from Arctic Ace. And there's one other thing that I wish I could have some more of, because I've unfortunately run out. And do you know what that is, Alex?
Is it, that one, that drink? That
yeah,
drink?
It's that one drink that happens to be a sponsor of Arctic Ace called Headshot.
Well, man, I love Headshot. I hear it is an energy formula like no other that offers extreme mental focus, clarity, and mood enhancement. It's unquestionably the ultimate energy formula without the crash, leading you to experience a feeling like you've never felt before. They currently have 2 delicious flavors, Blue Raz and Green Apple, available for purchase. And you can help support Arctic Ace Esports and the So We Gaming podcast by using code Arctic Ace during checkout. Get 10% off your first order.
You definitely can, and I do need to buy some more. Unfortunately, I ran out just the other day of my nice Blue Raz, but we're going to get into this first round, pistol round of the second half, and already Budfly seeming like the Arctic Ace team is making a bit of an aggressive push here. They're really going for it, and oh my god, Seamich, he's going to sneak up, and there it is, Take Flyte. Take Flyte taken out on the pistol round. That was, my brain had a misinput.
Yeah, it did.
But yeah, Arctic Ace, I mean, they've secured 2 rounds now. Going into the second half, maybe it'll be a comeback of the century. I'm not sure. I can only hope.
Comeback.
I can only hope and knock on wood and not jinx them here. Take Flyte at 14 rounds already. I mean, 1 more round and they're going to be at match point. Arctic Ace still sitting really, really low at 2, but that aggressive push really took Take Flyte by surprise. I mean, not even necessarily by surprise. Here it is, Bird and Penguin. They're playing over on B. What are they going to do? Lots of utility coming out, blocking off mid here. Ozzer playing with the MAC-10. Cool Comms already has an AK Mick as well. There it is. Cool Comms is going to take those first shots on Zans. He's able to get Zans down. Is he going to be able to get Grizz? He is. Cool Comms. 2 picks right off rip. It's a 5v3 situation. Take Flyte. Waddle. Penguin. Bird.
Quack.
They're already on the road. Duck. They're already on the rotate over towards A site, and Waddle. I mean, Cool Comms is able to take Waddle out through the smoke. Penguin trying to get that peek, and he is able to secure 2 kills with a deagle. I mean, he is at low HP, and Budfly is going to finish him off with a headshot, and it's down to a 3v1 situation. Bird playing with a deagle, and he's just not... Is he going to be able to make something happen here? He is. Seamich taken out. 2 players remaining on the Arctic Ace side. Bird playing over towards scaffolding, and Budfly is the one watching it. And Budfly is the one to get a headshot onto Bird. 3 rounds for Arctic Ace.
Coolcoms is having a hell of a game.
He certainly is having a hell of a game. I mean, most kills for his team here, and I mean, he certainly made that push happen. If he wouldn't have gotten those 2 frags right off rip, I don't think we would have seen as successful of a push as we saw.
Alrighty. 14-3, Arctic Ace playing against a nearly hard eco. Penguin with the deagle. This man has so much confidence in his ability. He doesn't want to save it. Budfly getting the headshot off the deagle, takes the deagle out of the hands, but it's picked up immediately by Bird. Tweet, tweet. 5v4 situation.
Cock-a-doodle-doo.
Rooster. Oh, have you seen the new Top Gun, by the way?
I have not, actually. I have no interest in going to see it, to be honest.
So freaking good, man. It's so good. There's a reason why it beat, you know, the box office. Oh my goodness, Sands getting a little crazy. 1 HP left on Bird. He gets shot down. He's gonna be cooked for dinner. Grizz is gonna go ahead and recover the deagle. Grizz was the man of the hour the last match. And actually, he is top fragging still on his team currently, right now. Went absolutely off in his last match. Here comes the frag. Good damage on Grizz and Waddle. They're just spamming 7.62 through this wall, and that wall's not going to protect from those sort of bullets. 5v1 Waddle, what are you going to do? He's going to have to try to do something. He is going to have to waddle away till the very next day. Waddle.
And there it is,
Coolcoms. 60% of the enemy team for Budfly. Budfly having a good round over there. 4 rounds on the board. Take Flyte, however, has guns. They have guns.
They finally have guns, and that is a scary thing for Arctic Ace, considering the momentum of the last half. I mean, Jiminy Christmas, 14-1 for Take Flyte in the last half. I mean, that's a scary situation for Arctic Ace to be in. They know that the other team most definitely has guns now. Ozer's still playing with a scout. I mean, most of the Arctic Ace team do have AKs, but there is a Galil, and Ozer's going to push up with a Tech 9. Grizz getting hurt by a frag grenade as he pushes out into scaffolding, but he is able to take Ozer down, so I guess that makes it worth it. But now both Grizz and Zans are down around half HP. Budfly still making his push towards mid, and Bird's going to be the one to encounter him. He's slowly making... Mick through the wall. He waited for that shot to come out, and that was a good spam. Coolcoms able to take out Zans. He puts the molly down right away to prevent any pushing, and he's able to take out Grizz. What is going on, Coolcoms?
I think he drank some headshot.
I think he may have. The whole Arctic Ace team has now consumed headshot. And their plays are improving by the minute.
That's that blue Raz.
That is that blue Raz, absolutely. That's what does it. Alright, a very slow push, though, coming out from the Arctic Ace side as they move towards B. They're going to be setting up the execute Penguin, though. He's ready for it. He's going to spot Coolcoms, and there it is. Coolcoms down. Smoke goes out. And the spray comes through, but Budfly, his spray was just a little bit better. Through that smoke, completely blind. Budfly goes down. Mick taking out Bird, and Seamage finishing off Waddle. There it is. 5 rounds on the board for Arctic Ace. It is comeback season, apparently. And
Don't call it a comeback.
You know what you hunt during comeback season?
Birds.
Birds. Apparently.
Well, you certainly don't hunt for birds with Kalashnikovs and ARs.
Why not? This is
if
America.
they're really hunting for, if they really were, no, for you, it's North America. It's different.
Oh!
Damn, wow, Zan's okay, taking down Ozer. Did not see that coming whatsoever. Yeah, JK, that is the theme of the day. CTs lose. This is not really the CT-sided map that you've been looking for. That is a 2,000 IQ grenade, honestly. That is going to go and take an AK-47 away from contention. And Bird's going to be taken down by Cool Comms. Oh, but not before Budflight's traded out. Grizz having the run for his life. Cool Comms absolutely going off. The man's on a mission. He wants to go ahead and get more rounds. He's going to be ready for Penguin. He absolutely is. Another headshot. Sponsored by Headshot Energy. Mick going to go ahead and finishing it off. Zan's going down 6 rounds. 6 quick ones coming in from Arctic Ace.
Well, win or lose, I think we know which player we want to interview after the match is over. Cool Comms, my goodness. I mean, I don't know what's gotten into the lad, but he is popping off.
He has double the amount of kills as Budfly. He has more combined kills than the remaining 3. Mick, Seamich, and Ozzer. He's just having a hell of a game right now.
He does not want to lose, and that is understandable. I mean, he wants to get those rounds in. Arctic Ace sitting at 6 here now. They're almost halfway caught up to Take Flyte. And we're going to see if they're able to get one more and bring it to halfway. A lot of slow movements coming in, though, from the Arctic Ace squad. Grizz trying to get some spray through scaffolding. See if he can hurt anyone, but he's not able to. And there it is. Ozzer putting the flash out. Zan spraying through that smoke. I mean, there's a bit of damage coming off on the Ace side of things. I believe that was from some utility. I don't think that had anything to do with the spray, but hearts coming out in the GoTV chat. It's So I'm Alex and Quack.
That is a bird. That is the noise a bird makes.
Definitely is. And Waddle, I think he got flashbanged there. That or he was able to retreat just in time. Budfly's pushing up, completely unaware that Waddle's there. Mick, oh, he gets a leg shot onto Zanz, forcing him to fall back, but he's going to peek it again. Zanz is feeling confident with his shots, and he has a right to be confident with his shots. Zanz is able to take out Cool Comms Grizz, trading Mick. But the A push has happened, and Budfly, I mean, he's going to get flanked really quickly here. He has to get onto site, take Grizz out, and then prepare for the other 2 players. Last 2 players remaining. 1 player remaining. It's Budfly. He's going to be the one to spot him as he peeks around the corner, and it's Budfly to take him out. Securing the 7th round.
Budfly, more like Butterfly, because he split right through the enemy opposition and gave Arctic Ace all the wiggle room they needed in order to secure that round. That was beautiful from Budfly.
Yeah, the Arctic Ace team just made it happen. Budfly definitely being really useful with that flank maneuver right through mid up onto A site and takes out Grizz, turns around and gets those last 2 players. I mean, that's all you can hope for from a lurk like that, a rotation like that. Zan's already down to half HP. That was some good utility on Mick's behalf. And
Zan's getting a little aggressive. He does spot him, does take him down. Zan's getting dropped, and now you have 2 more Take Flytes, but holy hell! Grizz with a beautiful headshot on the Cool Comms. And remember, Cool Comms is the top fragger for Arctic Ace right now. That could spell devastating consequences for Arctic Ace with him being out of the fight. Now this is where Arctic Ace, the rest of their team, needs to go ahead and pull their weight, because now they have Waddle sitting with a CZ. Not going to be able to do anything. Does do some damage onto Budfly, but that's 1 more Take Flyte bird they don't have to worry about.
Yeah, it is. And I mean, it's a 4v3 situation. Grizz sitting at 4 HP. Budfly, I mean, he's down to 43, but that's not too terrible. But with the headshots we've seen Grizz landing, even with 4 HP, he could be deadly. The Ace players, they can't take it too easy just yet. They're going to have to execute for a site here, though. 40 seconds remaining on the clock. And it looks like they're choosing B site, but, I mean, 2 of the players are stacked over on B, and they are the players with the most health. The execute's happening. Seamich is getting shot at, but he isn't killed. He's able to take Bird down, and it's just Penguin on site. Now Penguin is able to take out Mick before he's dropped by Ozzer, and it's just Grizz with 4 HP and a Desert Eagle.
Oh, Ozzer's gonna go in for the bomb. No, it's not gonna do it.
I was expecting another grenade kill from Ozzer. That would have been 2 matches in a row that he got a grenade kill.
Love to see it.
You really do love to see it.
You know what they say? If you can't get kills with op, use the grenades.
Oh
my god. Grizz with the incredible slow peek to find the angle, gets the waist shots down, but doesn't matter. Arctic Ace going on 8 rounds as their campaign for the comeback continues.
Yeah, it certainly is continuing. I mean, they're 1 round over halfway caught up now. And I'm not sure what's going on in Take Flyte's mind right now. I'm not sure if they were aware that they were going to be that they were going to be getting this much heat from Arctic Ace on the CT side is what I'm trying to say. I'm not sure if they were expecting this. We did get a follow from EXO. Thank you for that follow, EXO. Very good
Thanks,
stuff.
EXO.
Also, earlier on in the stream, Sheriff Val used a bit. 1 singular bit. Good stuff from our Valorant captain. Alright, things are getting set up for an A execute, Alex. Now, what do you think the play is going to be here?
The play is Arctic Ace is going to go ahead and continue the lurk, see if Take Flyte makes any mistakes, and if not, they're going to go ahead and commit to the A push. And this actually might prove, I think this might be a lost round for Arctic Ace. Full comms steal, getting the headshot on the Grizz, actually getting 2. And now they're able to go ahead and get some real estate. The molly comes in. 2 more mollies for double damage. Penguin, though, does pick Mick out of thin air. And another flash coming for Budfly. The peaks come from Arctic Ace. Nothing found. And now it's a retake for Take Flyte. They're going to go ahead and push so aggressively. They get 1 more from Ozzer. Smoke grenade is going to go ahead and try to push them away. Oh my goodness. He's going to go for the stick. He's going for the stick. Is he going to get the views? He does. Take Flyte gets put on match point.
Very, very unfortunate. And the Arctic Ace players, they were prepared for that. They wanted him to go for that defuse, but they just didn't have the correct crosshair placement. I just slightly too far to the right on their shots. And yeah,
I also hate when I'm right.
Yeah, I know. I thought you were going to be wrong. I was hoping you were going to be wrong, but you were not. And Take Flyte takes match point here on Vertigo. Round 9 of the second half. Let's see where it goes. Is Take Flyte going to have a very good victory here, or is Arctic Ace going to get a few more rounds, potentially bringing it up into overtime?
7 rounds. They need 7 of them. They just did 8 of them without any repercussion, but now Take Flyte gets that 50. And Budfly gets the pick on a waddle. Unable to go ahead and get the upward left flick. Now guns are being swapped around. Penguin Bird on their heels right now. Or I guess you can say their claws. Oh my goodness, a beautiful headshot from Mitch, and the last bullet from his spray connects. A molly coming in, a smoke going out. Mick trying to go ahead and get some wiggle room for his team. They might just go ahead and split it. They're going towards A, and they're going to be able to... They got to see this coming. Grizz needs to go ahead and pull the hero plays. Barely dodges the off. They do take out the sandbag player. See Mitch shutting down Zans. And a flick from Ozzer. I don't even know how he saw that player. That makes 0 sense to me. That was absolutely bonkers.
Oh my goodness. It's just Bird remaining in C-Mitch. Sneaky Beaky coming up behind and taking him out. Arctic Ace at 9 rounds. Take Flyte still sitting at match point. They just need 1 round and they win this. And it's gonna take everything Arctic Ace has to prevent that win from coming out. But this round might be a little bit of a freebie here. Looking at it, all Deagles Take Flyte in a eco situation.
Right. All I'm going to say is that this is a much more respectable scoreline than it was earlier.
It definitely is.
Oh, Ozzer almost getting caught with his pants down, with his gun out when the molly was there. Grizz getting shut down by Cool Comms, but Bird there to take down Budfly mid. They're going to go ahead and try to recover that AK. Ozzer's going absolutely insane with the Tech 9. A 4v2 situation. They got 1 AK-47 on Bird. They might either hold on to it because their eco is not screaming, help me, but it doesn't matter. Penguin getting shut down. They're going to have to go ahead and hunt for this gun. See Mitch lurking around, seeing what he can find, and Bird just kind of lingering around in T-spawn. But here we go. See Mitch Let's see if he can find something. Bird has his gun down. How does he know? Oh my God, Sivich does win the battle though. And Bird gets taken out. The AK goes away with it. That actually scared the hell out of me.
That was close for Simic. He very good shot, very lucky shot. I mean, Bird pulled his gun out at exactly the right moment to gun Simic down. He was waiting for that player to peek.
See, Mitch, my W streamer, he does this 200 IQ plays from Colin Easy Clap. We hear you, LVXO. We hear you. Waddle trying to go for the aggressive push. The molly is enough to go ahead and burn his booty. But now you got 3 Take Flyte players over towards the A site. 1 watching mid, 1 on B. And it's just Penguin and Bird to go ahead and hold these angles down. Budfly, is he going to be able to go ahead and pull out the peak? Oh, look, they're going for the boost. Let's see if Bird's ready for this. I don't think he's going to be. We'll see.
I mean, if Bird peeks, it's over. Ozzer getting taken down somewhere else. And Waddle is just sitting and watching mid as well. As soon as Budfly or Mick peek out here, it's going to be Bird and Waddle to engage them. Waddle's probably going to get the first shot with the op. And it's not looking good for Arctic Ace here in a 5v3 situation. Budfly, he's dropping the molly down onto Bird, and Bird's going to put that out real quick. But it's definitely not the play to go for mid, but Budfly's going for it anyway. And he changes his mind just like that. The bomb has been picked up, and we're going to have to see where the Arctic Ace players decide to push this. I mean, no matter what, they've got to push a site. They've got to try and make something happen, but I don't know. I think this might be victory for Take Flyte here. With 30 seconds left on the clock, they have to make this B execute count, and it looks like all of the Take Flyte players are already on the rotate over towards the B side. That and just playing down ramp. I mean, getting really aggressive with the A pushes here. Budfly tries to get on site, but he's not able to. Simic able to take a player out, but there it is. Take Flyte to win the match here, giving themselves another win in the league stats. Alex, what did you think of that match?
I thought I think Arctic Ace has a lot of work to do. I mean, they generally play very well in Vertigo. I mean, as you stated earlier, we saw it the other day. They had a very good CT side. However, it was just not showing here at all. And Take Flyte, I mean, a very elite team. They were showing exactly why they won Fragadelphia. And if they continue on this route and continue to persevere against comebacks like the one Arctic Ace almost pulled off, then I wouldn't be surprised if they win Fragadelphia again.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, they were something else to observe. They were landing their shots. That first half was something else from Take Flyte. I mean, but then when we get into the second half too, and Arctic Ace's comeback, I mean, I felt like they might have had a chance at bringing that back, but Take Flyte was able to adjust to their strategies. They were able to basically outplay them. Did you want to have a word with Cool Comms and see what was going through his mind during that match, or shall we?
Yeah, if he's okay with that. I mean, if you have him prepped and ready to go, I mean, we can definitely ask if he wants to stop in and speak his mind.
I don't have him prepped and ready to go. I'm just going to take a look down here and see.
I would probably ask him first.
Yeah, I'm going to. Of course, of course.
But either way, I mean, on the CT side, like I know the team. I know they practice a lot. I know they review demos. I know they go ahead and look at opponent strategy. And there's a reason why they did the things they did on CT side, because there was a lot of aggressive movement on the A side, especially on the A side. So I have to only deduct that what they were trying to do was counter what Take Flyte was planning on doing. But Take Flyte, it's like they also did a little bit of their studying as well.
Yeah, I mean, I could easily see Take Flyte moving up from the advanced category after this season, because they were playing really, really well. I mean, I think they actually, in their first time in advanced, I believe they got 9 wins, and I think you only need 10 to rank up in ESEA. But
That's it. Hello.
Hi. Oh, hi.
Hey, Cool Comms.
Hi,
So,
thanks.
guys.
Thanks for joining. Yeah, how were you feeling during that match? Because I mean, there were points where you were absolutely popping off, man.
Oh man, the time of my life. What can you do? You know, some games the other team is just on. You know, and fair play to them because they played well, and it was obvious that they've like watched our recent Virgo games and spent time countering how we have been playing. And we were just a bit slow to adapt on the CT side, and by slow I mean we just didn't. Well, until the 15th round, I guess. You know.
Yeah, up
Yeah,
until that
15th
15th
round.
round. You guys were golden there.
15th round. Beautiful 15th round.
And
It was a good one.
Yeah, you guys had like a comeback situation going on for a while there. I mean, I thought the match could go either way, even though Take Flyte was on their match point for, I mean, 8 rounds I think it was before they finally got one more.
Yeah, they were. I don't know what was, but at the start of the LT half, things just kind of felt a little bit different, like in the server against them. It kind of felt like they weren't. It's almost like they knew they won, so they were just trying to play quick and getting things over with.
Overconfident.
I mean, it can be like that sometimes.
Yeah, I felt like they were a bit overconfident, even the way they played like the pistol round and things like that. But obviously, when you're in a position like that, it's nothing really that you'd be faulted by. They held it together, and you know, to stop comebacks like that, they, you know, when we started getting close for them, they done well, just sort of saying, all right, let's try again, and then the rounds got closer a little bit, and I mean, we made it a formidable scoreline in general.
Yes, you did.
If you just look at the scoreline itself, it's a lot better than if you compare both halves. So.
Oh yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. I mean, you guys had an excellent T side, and I mean, despite the perception that they may have just been kind of like, you know, let's just go ahead and run and gun and see if we can just end it quickly. I mean, on a map like Vertigo, in my point of view, I mean, I feel like it's absolutely much easier to counter strat the CT side than the T side because, again, I mean, when you're starting below grounds, they can't see what you're doing, and there's so many avenues that you can go through. So I mean, I would like to give you guys, some credit that you guys probably did actually just have some really good plays on the T side.
It was, I mean, definitely our T side Virgo T side isn't anything to be like ashamed of or scoffed at, so it's not like a bad side for us. It's just when you're down 14-1, it's
hard.
It's hard
to
come back from that. Yeah,
it's a hard uphill battle. Yeah, well, it was really good talking to you, Cool Clones.
Appreciate that, guys.
Yeah.
I wish I'd done better, you know.
Well, there's another match tomorrow, so hopefully we see a bounce back from you guys.
Exactly. We'll get him tomorrow.
Hell yeah.
All right, thanks guys. Have a good night. Thanks
yeah,
for the
you
stream
too.
as well. In a bit.
Alrighty, well, Alex, that seems like it's going to be the end of our stream here. I mean, it was a really good match to watch. Take Flyte versus Arctic Ace. Take Flyte did take the victory. We're going to play your SoE Gaming ad before we head a raid out here. Do you have any final words you'd like to say?
SoE Gaming?
Attention gamers of all ages, there's a podcast you will want to add to your playlist. So We Gaming. So We Gaming was created for gamers by gamers. This podcast explores many topics from gaming entertainment, food, current events, and much, much more. They enjoy bringing on guests to learn about them. They discuss their favorite games, their passions, as well as helping to promote their brand. So We Gaming is available on Spotify, Apple Podcast, your favorite podcast player, and SoWeGaming.com. Add So We Gaming to your playlist right now.